So, how's everybody feeling? Is everyone pumped? Happy to be here? You've had a great day at work. What day is it, in fact? It's Tuesday? Wednesday? I don't know. I can never keep track of it. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming tonight to the presentation. Usually it's done with David. You may see that the words typed up there saying Mark is speaking. My name is Lou Harty. My name is not Mark. I'm just using the software to do this presentation, so don't worry about that. So the reason that you guys are here tonight is because one of your friends have invited you to see this presentation. And the presentation, it'll only take maybe 30, 40 minutes, depending on the questions. But feel free to ask questions along the way because this is, in fact, a live presentation. So this is all simply about travel. And my name is Lou Harty. There's me on the bottom right-hand side. And I am a professional traveller. I do this full-time. I travel the world and I get paid to do that. And tonight I'm going to show you guys how you can effectively do the same thing. So I love this photo on the bottom left here. It's got professional traveller. Especially when I travel a fair bit now as part of my job. And I love putting on that outgoing passenger card occupation as pro traveller. It just sounds pretty cool and it's a really good gig to have. So I'm a marketing director with this company and I've been with the company for about 8 months now, but I'd been doing it for about 7 months. And what happened is that someone put me in contact with this opportunity that I'm about to share with you because it is about travel. So who here loves going on holidays? Everybody, right? Everybody absolutely loves going on holidays. And in fact, the only reason that they don't go on more holidays is why, do you think? Exactly, John. It's money, it's time, it's all the things that keep us restricted and locked into our daily routine. But if there is a way that I could show you how to do that, and I know that many people that are in this business or that do it as a business are either traveling completely for free or at heavily discounted prices. And that's what we're here to talk to you today, is just about a new concept that's in Australia. It's been going for a while now. And as I said, a friend of mine put me in front of this opportunity and I pretty much ran with it because, one, I saw it for what it is. And you guys will see the same. Now, my occupation has not been in travel. I spent over 21 years in the Australian Army, in fact, training soldiers, and it was a really amazing, humble occupation. I'm also a mother of 3, I'm married, and, I have a very busy life and I work full time. So when you're looking to either change your career or do something different, or you've just had enough of what you currently do and you want something to do on the side, then I was actually looking for something. I was looking for something new. And the good thing about businesses or opportunities that come by, you need to be open-minded about them. And that's what we ask you to do today, is just to be open-minded. We challenge you to be open-minded to see what we have. And as I said, if it's for you, that's great. If it's not, that's fine as well. So this is my family. We went over to the US not so long ago, and it cost a lot of money. And, I'd love to take them traveling again. But again, I know that it's going to cost more money. So when I saw this, when this was delivered to me, I was all over it. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to you about how you can, take more holidays, right? Who would love to take more holidays? Tell me in the room, how many holidays on average do you guys take per year? So if you take 1, type in 1 or 2 or more or 3. Okay, some of you are 1, 2. Okay, 2 holidays a year is good. So I'm just assuming the rest of you don't take holidays at all, right? And the reason probably for that is because you don't either have the time or the money to do that. So this gives us the opportunity to take more holidays, but also it gives us access to discounted travel for the rest of our life. So if you know that there's a product out there that could offer you, 20, 30, 40, 50% in some cases off 5-star hotels, or 20 or 30% off travel, or the same amount of packaged holidays, then you would see it like me, which was a no-brainer. So we also give you access to 5-star luxury packaged holidays at 2 or 3-star prices. So that's the product side. So tonight's presentation is going to be in 2 parts. The first part is the product, which is simply about travel, and the second part which is not for everybody, but for those people who want to earn an income. So who here in the room has got a full bank account? All right, so all of us, it's safe to say that all of us could use an extra, $500 a week, $500 a month even, or a couple of $1,000s a month, right? So at the end of the presentation, we'll go through the business opportunity. And as I said before, it's not for everybody. Some of you will see the product and want to just do the membership or the product, which is travel. Some of you want to do the business, and some of you want to do both. But I want to give you enough information so at the end, you guys can just make your own decision of what's going to benefit you. So the company is known as World Ventures. That's the company name. The company's been around for 10 years and it's in operation in 28 different countries. The good thing about us in Australia is that we're a nation of travellers. We live the furthest away, which is virtually a whole planet away from the other side of the world, like Europe and America. It costs us the most to travel overseas to Europe, for example. We're very multicultural and we're the biggest nation of travellers per capita than any other country in the world. So we love travelling. And I know for a fact that there's 23 million people in this country. And if I can find at least 1% of those people who love to travel or want to save on travel, then I'm going to absolutely find that. So 90% of the population globally love to travel and want to do more of it. It's just showing them how they can do it more often and create the lifestyle that they want. So our product is known as Dream Trips, and I'm going to be talking about Dream Trips or the word Dream Trips throughout the evening. And Dream Trips is simply a VIP membership or a travel membership, not much different to a gym membership. You would pay a monthly fee to get access to exclusive services, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Now, some of you may have seen this sign. It's all over Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YSBH. Well, you should be here. And it's a little blue sign that has popped up all over social media. And what that little blue sign represents, it represents people having fun, having experiences. And if you go to the youshouldbehere.com website later, you'll be able to see hundreds of thousands of members on holidays with their little You Should Be Here sign. So it's a company that's built for members by members, right? So wherever you're traveling, so here's some friends of ours in Bali. Here's another guy that's got his head on screen in front of 6 million people on the Fox News channel. Here's another person at an Indian Holi festival. Another guy that's in front of a volcano in Hawaii with his You Should Be Here sign. So what this is doing, it's creating curiosity. People are asking, what is with that little blue sign? So here we've got some celebrities. Samuel L. Jackson on the right. Down the bottom on the left, you've got Warren Buffett and the CEO, Wayne Nugent, right? So wherever you're traveling to, then you take your little blue sign, because we want to share that this has just made it easier for the people with this blue sign. They're members of World Ventures and they're traveling a lot more. Here's another awesome photo of a guy at the pyramids. Here's me at the Australian Grand Prix. So that's all we're doing, is just sharing this concept with others by using that tool. Now, a bit of background. As I said, the company's been established for 10 years. It was founded by these two guys, Wayne Nugent and Mike Esquire. And Wayne had a really amazing vision. He wanted to create more fun, freedom and fulfillment in people's lives. With Mike, he was the business brains. So between the guy with the vision of how to create a product that everybody will absolutely love and the money, the mind behind the money, these two guys connected and started World Ventures. Right, as I said, it's all about a Dream Trips product for members, created by members. Now, so some of you would like to travel. Some of you may be thinking, imagine what it would be like to go to Machu Picchu, all right? Or some of you may want to go and visit baseball parks or sporting events around the world. Some of you may want to go to Asia and explore the Great Wall of China. Some of you may want to go to the final frontier, Antarctica. This is me in Antarctica a couple of years ago, which was probably the most exquisite trip that I've ever done. All right, kayaking, being with the wildlife, climbing, ice climbing It was just an extraordinary experience. And I want to travel more, just like all of you here want to travel more. And as I said, that's what people are doing. They're trying to find ways of being able to do the things that they absolutely love. So maybe one of the things on your bucket list is to visit one of the most fascinating streets in the world. And that's what mine is. Here am I at La Ramblas in Barcelona. I was in Spain a couple of weeks ago, nearly a month ago, or maybe a little bit more now. And there's some of my friends that I'd met in Cyprus and that I've known for about 6 months, and I met them in Spain. And I tell you what, Spain is absolutely amazing. So, for me personally, I just want to get away from the 9 to 5 doldrum and do something that's actually going to probably create more education for me by exploring and seeing the world. And as I said, I was in the military for a long time, so traveling for me wasn't traveling the nicest places in the world, whereas now I'm doing a lot more of that. Maybe you want to look at something that will create a community, right? A community of friends. And one of the great things about this Dream Trips products is the fact that you get access and you get to meet so many incredible people, and really do become your family. Since I've been a member of this, my Facebook page, increased by about 800 people in the last couple of months, because I was in Spain, and then I was in New Zealand, and then I was in Vietnam, and earlier I was in the US, and I did 4 international big trips in the last 4 months, more than I'd ever done in the last 4 years. And in that time, I've also done about 58 domestic travel trips here in Australia. So whether you're looking to, 1, save money on travel, 2, go on more holidays, or 3, connect and create a new band of amazing friends, we probably have something for you as part of the Dream Trips product. So what happens is you get access to nearly 3,000 different pre-packaged Dream Trips. And if you want to go to Africa, or you want to go to Asia, Caribbean, right, you can just select different ones that you want to go on. So let's have a look at a couple of the ones that we've got. We'll talk about the Dream Trip packaged holidays firstly. So let's have a quick look at this one. Cairns, 6 days. You're going on a Mossman Gorge tour, Daintree River cruise, night at the zoo, $739. Now, I'll talk to you later about the points, but if you've got a certain amount of points, because you're going to accumulate points as you go. All right, so if we can apply 400 points to this, then this trip is now $339 for the entire 6 days, which is extraordinary value. So if you wanted to go over to Aotearoa, Auckland, New Zealand, 4 days, you're staying at a 5-star Rendezvous hotel. You get a full day at the Hobbiton Village. You get some other different inclusions there. But your price is $569, and this is members' prices. So as a member, if you've got 300 points, which 1 point equals $1, right, 300 points means that you can redeem these towards any pre-packaged Dream Trip. And as I said, there's nearly 3,000 of them. So you don't actually have to, spend all this time figuring out when you're going to go on holidays, where you're going to go, and package it all together, because there's enough choice in there, more than enough. You just have to pretty much spin the globe and then figure out where you want to land, and then see which Dream Trips that we've got. But again, we can take 300 points straight off this here, and that brings that down to $269, which is awesome. Singapore, some of you may want to go over to Asia. 3 days, 2 nights, round trip airport transfers, $629, but you can use 350 points off that. Okay, let me just have a look. Okay, great. This is an awesome trip. Now, look, I am particularly showing the ones on our side of the globe. So for international visitors, there's a lot in Europe, Central America, the Caribbean, etc. But I'm specifically focusing on mainly the ones that are relevant to us here in Australia. So Sydney, 4 days, you're staying at the Hilton, 5-day tour, a full-day tour of the Blue Mountains, Discovery Pass at the Blue Mountains, Aboriginal Centre, but you also get to go on a Sydney Opera House tour. Now, if you're like me, many of us have gone to Sydney thousands of times, but I haven't been to Sydney Opera House or a tour through there. I have been on a Sydney Harbour cruise. So if you haven't done a Sydney Harbour cruise and you're Australian, then I suggest you really get up there and do that. So this one's $5.89 and you take off $2.75. So that's just over $300 for that trip, which is amazing. KL, 4 days in Malaysia, $369, take off $150. Right, and you've got it for like, $160, $170 for the 4 days. So that's what our membership entitles you to. It entitles you to luxury travel, luxury dream trips. And as I said, when you think of the word dream trip, what are the thoughts that conjure up in your mind? Maybe it is taking the kids and taking the family to the Gold Coast. This one's 5 days. Surfers Paradise at the Outrigger. You get a jet boating tour. You can visit Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary. You can go to Dream World and Whitewater World. So that's $549. Take off $350. That's like $150 for 5 days. So, that's ludicrous, to be quite honest. If for an outsider that saw this, they would, one, find it difficult to believe. Now, the reason that it's easy to believe is because we're paying for this, right? So it's like a gym. If you're paying a membership for a gymnasium or a restaurant, a holiday club, or some other type of membership, you expect a certain level of service, exclusivity, and that's what we have. We are an exclusive luxury VIP travel club, right? And the thing is, at the moment, there's about 800,000 members worldwide in this membership. In Australia, there's only about 4,000 or 5,000 active members in this. So as I was saying, if we're a country of 23 million and it's only just launched here 12 months ago, this is going to go absolutely nuts, and it's already started to have some serious growth in the last couple of months. So who's ever wanted to go to Greece? Everybody, no need to answer. 4 days in Greece, full day tour, $459, and you can apply 225 points, right, from that. Okay, so to do a comparison of exactly the same hotel come up, and it was 1,080 euros for 3 nights, which is probably about 1,500 Australian, right? And what are we paying? Just over $200 for exactly the same thing. But we've got breakfast and we've got airport transfers. So all of the dream trips that I've shown you tonight are all airport transfers. So once you arrive at the airport, you'll have someone there picking you up. Most of the dream trips that we've covered include, 1 or 2 meals. Some have more, depending. Some of them are 3 days, right up to 10 or 12 days. So you can select, if they're preset, you can either have a couple of days before or you can extend your stay. So this one here is just $100 once you take off 100 points for this in Paphos in Cyprus. What about the Bahamas? Oh my goodness me, Bahamas, 7 days, 6 nights, $1,129. All right, so on arrival you get a romantic Valentine's dinner on the beach, chocolates and sparkling wine, and a round of golf or a massage per person. You get a tour, you get to indulge yourself with a 10% spa. Oh my God, just reading it out is making me salivate. All right, Bahamas, 7 days. Take your husband, take your partner, take your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Bora Bora, Bora Bora, just the sound of Bora Bora rolling off my tongue is just also amazing because I've never been there. And when I think of a dream trip, I think of an exotic island like this. 8 days, 7 nights, Le Méridien. Oh, the Le Méridien chain is, as many people that have stayed there before, it'd have to be close to 6 to 7 star because that is the most exquisite hotel chain, especially around Asia and Polynesia that I've stayed at. So you're getting round trips, flights to and from the main island to Bora Bora, airport transfers. You're getting breakfast and dinner every day, right? Breakfast and dinner every day. You get your personal VIP service, concierge, right? And if you find the same price cheaper, then you get it for free. So that's pretty amazing. Now, you can see here it's got apply 1320 points. So as a member, if you've accumulated that many points, and you accumulate them each month, and I'll tell you about that in a second, but you can just take that off. Otherwise, you just build it up for the next one. This is the one that I've saved up my trip for. It's in March next year. It's a Beijing, 12 nights in a five-star in five-star hotels. So you're going around different places in China. You're getting 3 meals for the entire 12 days. So the tours are Tiananmen Square, the Forbidden City, the Great Wall, the Ming Tombs, and more. Plus, we get our standard concierge service, and if you find it cheaper, you get it for free. So for 13 days with all meals, all tours, and five-star hotels, that is like the best dream trip that I've ever seen. And, some people have a bucket list, the things that they want to tick off it. I don't have a bucket list as such. I just want to go places that I've never been before. So it's going to be way bigger than a bucket. So I'll probably need, a tub. But I'm just going to keep going until I can't keep going anymore. Does that make sense? Because that's why God put us here. He put us on this amazing earth for us to meet people, experience people, and see more stuff. I'm pretty sure He didn't put us on this earth just to work hard, 50 hours a week for some person that we don't even like, or a job that we don't even like for that matter. So some of you may want to go to Africa. So here's just a couple of trips. Let's go to Kenya for 3 days, 7-19. And you can take 120 points off that. Or 3 nights in Zimbabwe doing the same thing. So there are just tons and tons, as I said, up to 3,000 trips. You're going to be very hard-pressed to find something that doesn't fall within your price range, or, I guess your desire for travel. Some of you may want to go and stay in villas where you just package more people together to come with you. So this one's Spain. Is a villa for 4 friends. So find 4 people, offer them to go for 7 nights, and that's 220 per person. And on the right, let's walk like an Egyptian. Let's take 8 people for $108 for 7 nights. Now, that's not per night. That's for the entire 7 nights. So, I don't actually like doing the webinars and the presentations these days, because every time I look onto the Dream Trips website, there's more and more holidays and packages, and most times I'm not doing any work. I'm sitting there daydreaming. So we also have, as part of our dream trips, we have people are texting me as part of our yes, it is, mate. As part of our dream trips, there's sporting trips. So maybe you want to send your husband to Monaco, the Grand Prix, or the soccer finals, or another big sporting event, the World Series cricket. So if that's what you're into, adventure and sport, do that. We have cruises from $69. The average price is about $147, but every month they throw up a $69 cruise. So here's one on the Mediterranean, $69 for 8 days. Oh my God, that's crazy. So it cost me about $89 to go from Williamstown in Melbourne to Tullamarine Airport. So now that I know that I can take a Mediterranean cruise, I think I'd probably opt for that option, right? So look, if you miss out on the $69 cruise, hey, pay $389 and go for 8 days on one of the bigger ones in Italy, right? So there's a lot of different things that you can do there, that you can do. Another part which is really beautiful, it's where you guys can, all of us, our members, can make a difference. So what we do is we offer some really unique opportunities for our members to be part of the World Ventures Foundation. Now, the World Ventures Foundation, a lot of our reps and our members, who want to give back or want to help make a difference, are continuing to do so by giving back to communities that are in need, whether it's close to home or anywhere around the world, right? So we've got a lot of different tours offering a lot of different things, some really long-lasting global change experiences, right? There's so many different places that you can go to. You can go to Guatemala, you can go to Greece, you can go to Athens, but we're just lending a hand to help develop the communities. There's a lot of development projects available, whether it's recycling or building a greenhouse or tree nurseries, maybe painting buildings, building bottle schools, helping children build the schools with discarded plastic bottles. What else have we got? We build basketball courts known as dream courts, painting classrooms, assembling their desks and chairs, constructing their stoves, you name it, anything that these kids need to make a better life or a difference in their world. It could be from assembling a swing set, or attaching fence poles or planting trees. The World Ventures Foundation uses the memberships fees that for the travel product goes in to fund all of our foundations. So, for example, just say you're going to Cyprus in May next year, or you're going to Greece, and you may want to go and help and give back to these guys. That's where you can just sort of tack it on to one of these trips. And as I mentioned before, you can log into your website, your Dream Trips website, and you can select which one. So here you can see we've got one in Greece in October this year. This is Visit Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki in Greece, the second largest city, and enjoy the chance to help the local children during volunteer opportunity. So 2 nights, they feed you, they put you up in accommodation, and that's $159 for that. Or help build a bottle school, as I said, out of repurposed plastic. 6 nights in Guatemala, $1,100. So the fact that you're able to give back in a big, big way is probably one of probably 40-50% of the people that come on board because this is what they want to do. So if you love charity work, if you love people, if you love being part of a team and helping others, then this is absolutely the perfect place for you to come. So with our dream trips, we have virtually the best prices in the travel market, and they are guaranteed. We have 3 things. Firstly, it's the Rovia Dream Trip Promise, which means if you find the same dream trip somewhere else cheaper on any other booking site, then we're going to give it to you for free. So we'll give you a complete full refund. So, for example, just say you saw the Greece trip or the Paphos trip or the Gold Coast trip, right? It has to be apples for apples. If you find the same with the same inclusions, cheaper somewhere else, we'll give it to you for free. You also have an award-winning Rovia booking engine. So just like you would with Expedia or Booking.com, where you go to book your flights, you go to book a hotel, you may want to hire a car when you get to the Gold Coast, you may want to take the kids to Dream World, or you may want to go on a cruise. You use your booking engine, which is right here in front of you, to just book the flight or book a hotel, same as you would normally do on Expedia or Booking.com. Now, the major difference is, just say I'm booking a flight and I'm going to take that Gold Coast trip in October, for example. So I'm going to fly from Melbourne and I'm going to fly to the Gold Coast. Now, just say I'm doing a cost comparison on Booking.com or Expedia or one of those websites, and I find it cheaper somewhere else, not on our Dream Trips website. If I find it cheaper anywhere, then I'm going to get 150% refund on the difference of that price, which is amazing. And what that does, that gives people a feeling of certainty, all right? Because even if they do find it, they're going to get double and a half difference in the price. So you've got one or two options. You can either book it on our website and get double and a half difference, or you can not worry about the refund here and book it on the other side. It doesn't really matter. But what it does, it gives you peace of mind. It gives you a guarantee, right? The other great thing is this rate shrinker technology. And what it is, it's an algorithm that searches for the best price online, right? And it'll give you an immediate refund. So, for example, let's use the example I just had. I've gone to Qantas. It's picked up the flight that I want. I find it cheaper, and I can get a refund, and it'll rebook me at the cheaper price. Now, for example, this one here, just say the price comes down from the time I book my Qantas flight, and I'm not going for, say, 2 months. But if something changes, the price fluctuates, whether it's the hotel booking or whether it's the airfare. Now, it could be changes in fuel costs, aviation fuel, could be share price changes. It could be a number of any things that can fluctuate with the travel industry and price changes. But knowing that if it does come down, then that automatically will refund me back into my account the difference. And that happens right up until the day before I leave. which I can guarantee you that I know Qantas and Virgin and Tiger and Emirates and Air New Zealand and BA and all of the flights, they don't do that. So this one's just saying, thank you for your interest in Rovia. We've processed your claim and we're accrediting you $81 in Rovia bucks. So Rovia bucks just means it's points, which is dollar for dollar, that you can just use at your next flight, which is great. So this is just a quick example of me. I flew from Tullamarine to Los Angeles this year. I chose Qantas because I wanted to use my frequent flyer points or accumulate them. And then I went to San Francisco and Kansas. So that was great. On Expedia, it was $2,287. On Rovia, on our website, it was $1,600. So I made a saving of almost $700. So, that for me was a no-brainer. And, from then on, I've never had any drama. As I said, I've taken 58 domestic flights and 4 international ones, and I've saved nearly about $4,500 just in comparison in airfares. Okay, so that's amazing. We also have access to shopping and discount deals, and we've got an incredible business app. In fact, this app is going to actually change the face of travel online through social media. Now, they've spent about $80 million on the development of this incredible application. So this is just downloaded on your phone. So you can go and scan different dream trips. You can book your dream trips directly from here. You can book your travel. You can have a look at what other people are posting through their trip images. You can create a bucket list of places that you would love to go. Right, as I said, if you wanted to book a flight, you can see I can just open the app. I can book travel from Melbourne to Coolangatta. I'm going to go up there next month. I'm going to go for 2 weeks, for example. How many adults, how many children, which preferred airline, whether I want to go business class or whatever. If I want to book a hotel, I can just use the app. And also a bucket load of other stuff. So in here, there's training videos on how people can use it, utilize for their business. They can enroll people through their app. So, my office now, guys, is an iPhone or a smartphone and my backpack pretty much, and my passport. That's my office. Right? So you also get a personal secretary. So you can call her up from the day you join, right? And she'll do web searches, wake-up calls. She'll organise all your travel if you don't want to book it through your site, right? She'll do a number of different things. So the way it works is it's a membership. Now, there are a number of different ways that you can start, but there are 2 main ways, One is gold membership. Okay, gold membership is like the basic level. That gives you access to 3,000 pre-packaged holidays, access to 60,000 hotels, and a personal booking website, right, and a 24-hour secretary. Now, when you become a member, you're buying 200 Dream Trip points for $200. So, in fact, it doesn't actually cost you anything because that 200 investment goes into your travel account, which can be redeemed immediately for you to use towards the dream trips. So remember before when I showed you that you could redeem a certain amount of points? That's what you can do for this. Now, every month you pay $50 per month. We're talking US dollars too, by the way. $50 US per month. Okay, so that's for the gold. I went platinum because I wanted to just have a more exclusive service, early check-in, late check-out, that type of thing. 24-hour early access to dream trips, which means all of the platinum members, will see all of the brand new holidays first. And sometimes they sell out fast by the platinum members. And then people hear about it and they go, actually, someone was talking about a really good $69 cruise or a new trip to Samoa or Fiji. And, usually because platinum members get first dibs for the first 24 hours, they can book them. But this one was only an extra 100. So straight away I had 300 Dream Trip points in my account to redeem. But every month I pay $100 per month, right? And what happens is I get also $100 transferred into a travel account. So I'm actually not losing any money. In fact, it's building up every single month. So at the end of the year, if I've been in the business or in the club for 12 months, I now have $1,200 US in my Dream Trips account that I can redeem for any holiday. But I get $300 straight up front that I could use now. So that's the product. And as I said, the product, it's a no-brainer. 90% of the population are already doing it. And to qualify to travel, you just need to know how to pack a suitcase, know how to get to the airport on time, and know how to order a bar at a cocktail at the pool bar. Simple, 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 no-brainer stuff because everyone's doing it, and I was happy to refer people to something I was doing already. Now let's talk about the money side, because this is the side that will absolutely free people up from their full-time job. Especially people that haven't, that are looking for something different. So for those people that have put in, show me the money, how are we going to get an income by traveling, 2-3 times? How can we travel more? This is going to be the answer to those questions. All right, so we know it's in the travel industry. All right, so the company has been around, was now 10th year, it's debt-free, but it's an $8 trillion business, right? So most of the other the network marketing companies, and this is network marketing, guys, right? This is network marketing, no different to Amway or Herbalife or USANA or ACN or all of those things. The thing is, with network marketing, it is more responsible for millionaires than any other business or companies in the world, right? So network marketing is the way to be right now, especially with so many people looking at retirement in the next few years, particularly in Australia. There's 75 million in America that are about to retire over the next 20 years. So you need to have a look at an alternative. Now, but the difference with this network marketing company is this one is the only one in travel, right? There's a lot of competing companies out there selling similar health products, etc. But this is the fastest growing direct sales company on the planet at the moment. And it's the only one in travel. Right, so it's just gone from 65 to 47 in the world in 1 year, and it's the top 25 companies in the US for direct sales. It's in 28 countries, already established, right? And remember, it's been going for 10 years. So in Australia, it's brand new. We're the latest country, 28 countries. So that sort of gives you an idea that, some people go, can it go bust? Well, everything, there's no guarantees in life. Anything can go bust, right? But the thing is, what you want to look at the credentials. And if a business is already established its 5th year and then into its 10th year, usually it's pretty solid. And if it's expanding and growing as quickly as it has, the good thing about us in Australia, all the teething problems are done. We're not going to get system crashes or this is happening or we've stopped doing this. It's all been ironed out with the progress and the development over the years. So 28 countries. It's been in Australia for a year. Your business investment to run this business is $100. You pay that once, you get an amazing website. And you pay $11 a month for your website. And inside the website is training, etc. So what we do is we send people to the website, they press number 2, and a beautiful 15-minute video comes up, and that's how we share the opportunity with people. Now, what I wanted to know is how to get my money back, right? So all I had to do is if I paid for platinum, right, for $300, and I knew that I had to pay $100 a month, in order to waiver those fees for next month, I just had to refer 4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I referred 4 people, that means I was qualified and I had no operational expenses. But I was going to continue receiving 100 points a month right to the end of the year, which means at the end for a platinum member, I've got $1,200 to spend. For a gold member, I've got $600. Now, in order to get all of my money back, I just had to refer 2 more people. So I've got 3 on this side on the left and 3 on the right, and I've got 6 people. And that's what I did. In December, I joined, I referred 8 people, 6 people joined within that month, and I got $750 back. Right, $750 cash. So I was pretty happy about that. And you're getting paid weekly and you get paid monthly. So if you look at the types of income that you can get, I'm not going to go in detail in this, but you get a number of different team profits, and you get car lifestyle bonuses, right? So for every 6 people that join, you earn another $200. From every 8 people and above in your team, you earn between $300 and $900 residual every single month, right? So there's a number of ranks here on the left, and then it gives you your weekly income and then your monthly cap, right? And the amount of people you would need to enroll. So I'm in the middle here, MD. I'm a marketing director. So my weekly income cap, the most I can earn in a week is $5,000. Right, for my monthly income cap, which is a separate income, is $5,000 per month. So like that's like 20 grand a month I can earn as a marketing director, and I need 200 platinum members. Now, personally, I've only enrolled 30 members over 7 or 8 months, right? But because I've now got a team of nearly 1,200 people from those 30, I then have helped the others. I've helped these 6 get their 6 and get their first 4 and get their 6 and so on. And, in order for me to make more money, I have to actually reach in and help these guys do the same thing. Now, my boss who enrolled me, I've passed him. He's a senior rep. I'm a marketing director. So I have earned more money than him because I'm working with my team. But the top ranks are earning, 25,000 per week plus 50,000 per month with only 1,500 people in their team. So, if you have to work for 6 months of the year hard, right, or 12 months of the year or 18 months of the year hard in order to earn $50,000 or $100,000 a month, would you work hard? Of course. The thing is, though, most people don't, right? Most people don't. So they're happy to just go to their 9-to-5 job that they don't like because they actually don't want to work. But the people that do put the effort in and help their team build, they can be earning a very lucrative income. And then there's a number of different bonuses. Your car bonus goes from $1,500 a month to $900 to $1,500, then a house bonus up to $3,000, etc. So they also have incredible training. It's the best training that I've ever seen. And look, I've been in the military and I know what training is. If you want to explode your business or get better at it, you're not going to find anything better than the trainers that they have here. They have them all around the globe. They have them in Australia, and they have them all completely online. I went to one of the trainings in the United States, and there was 14,000 people here, right? It was unbelievable. So the training is videos, there's PDFs, there's live events, there's webinars. It's the best training on the planet. You don't have to train others because they're paying a lot of people a lot of big money, and these are members that are doing this. So if you guys want to be part of this, then all you've really got to do is, be passionate about helping other people build a team. If you find that you need more fun, more freedom, and more fulfillment in your life, then you just follow the people that are doing it already. So here we've got our international income earners, which are our upline, Stavros and Katerina Zininos. They're from Cyprus. They started in 2011. They've been in it for 21 months, and they're the highest rank. They're also international trainers. No previous experience, and they were car salespeople. Andreas, Christos, Savas, they're also from Cyprus, 27 years old, again from Cyprus. They made marketing director in 82 days, and now they're the top rank of international marketing director, and they're professional tourists. So they'll be in Australia this month helping train the Australians and launch it, because the people from Cyprus are our immediate upline, right? Because it was the Cypriots and the Greece, in fact, that actually came from Europe to help open Australia. Because as you know, particularly in Melbourne, we're very multicultural and there's a very large Greek community here. So we're grateful to these guys for actually, having the courage and the stamina and the persistence to come and help open Australia. Georgiou, National Marketing Director, 31, ex-graphic designer. He's now an international trainer. He saw the presentation 17 times before he joined, right? So for 2 years, he didn't join, right? But now he's in, and now he's one of the top income earners. So Dimitri and George Woolsgross, they live in Melbourne. They're both 27. George works as a disability support worker. Dimitri's in the health industry, and they've got more than nearly probably 12 or 1,300 on their team. Myself, I started in December last year, 20 years in the Army. I made director in just over 3 months, married with 3 children, and now I do this full time, right? And the reason I do it full time is because what happens when, once you start earning $60,000, $70,000 from your part-time job, it's time to give your full-time job the flick. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do it part-time for 4 to 10 hours a week for 6 months. I wanted the money to come in. I wanted to see it coming in within that first month. And then I wanted to see massive growth. But I did work my butt off for it. So if you want to be part of this team, then you absolutely can. Jen and Paul, they've been around since the start of last year. Paul's an ex-teacher. Jen's an internet marketer. You've got Saul Brown. He's a former Samoan Advisory Council rodeo broadcaster and businessman. He started in February this year. He's also a marketing director doing really well with the Polynesian community. George Canaris, directors, Theodorus and Yanis, Katerina, Agiris. All of these guys are the founders pretty much that helped bring it into Australia. So you've got a lot of leaders and a lot of growth. You've got Bruce here as a senior rep. You've got Montez Williams, Ryan, you've got Sky, you've got Robert, you've got Ivan, you've got Roberto, Jim, Dennis, Peter, Janice Malati. You've got so many different people that are building this. And the thing is, guys, is that this is, whether you decide to come on board or not, it's entirely up to you. We just wanted to show you that there is an unbelievable storm about to brew in Australia. And the most important thing that I would say to people, if this is a large investment for you, $560 for platinum or $360 for gold, which is the product and also the opportunity to earn income, then you need this more than I thought. But if 360 is not going to break you, or 560, so Australian dollars, though, is probably 540 for gold and about 760, 780 for the platinum. The worst thing that can happen, right, if you join, let's have a look at the worst case scenario. If you join, what's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing is that you're going to have to take a holiday, because as a gold member, you're getting $200 in an account to go on a dream trip. The worst thing for platinum is, you're going to have to take a holiday because you got $300. But the best case scenario, what happens in 6 months' time if you now are earning $5,000 to $8,000 US a month? Right? If you look at the Australian dollar now, 69 cents. It's the lowest it's been today in 6.5 years. It's predicted to drop down to 60 cents in the next 6 months. Now, not good for Australia, but it's very good for us as far as this business, because guess what? We get paid commissions in USD, US dollars, right? So for platinum, remember, you're getting double points. Wave, refer 4 people, and your fees are completely waived. Get 6 people, and you're going to get all of your money back, right? You can cancel anytime. You've got a 14-day cooling off period. I suggest that you get back to the person that referred you and lock in your position. That's the most important thing here, is locking it in, testing it out, trialing it out. Have a look at your Dream Trips website. Have a look at your flights. Find out that as your team grows, remember, you're also earning points which can be redeemed towards the airfare costs. And then you can be like me, which no longer paying for domestic travel. It's all done in Rovia points or travel points. I'm going on holidays more. I'm happier. My family is happier, right? I'm learning more about people. I've got an amazing group of friends that I absolutely love. And my life is just nice, right? I'm happier. I have a lot more fulfillment in my life, and I'm free to do what I want. You're not being told what to do. And I've got a business that cost me $560. A traditional business is $50,000. So if you want to learn how to get paid to travel, meet new friends, have more fun, freedom and fulfillment, get back and come and join us. This is definitely the best job in the world. Go back to the person who referred you to this webinar and say, I want to get started now. Because the difference is there's 62 people at this webinar. Just say 30% of you come on board. It's a case of whoever gets in first is the person. You could have half of those people underneath your team. So again, my name is Lou Harty. I'm a professional traveller. You can add me on Facebook. You can chat to me with any questions. But definitely go back to the person who referred you to this webinar. If you're not sure and you come through my Facebook page or my marketing, you can just shoot me an email, lucrativetravel@gmail.com. But again, thanks for your time, guys. My name is Lou, and let me just see if I've got any more. And for those members that are here, don't forget to secure your tickets to the next big training. It's called The View. It's up on the Gold Coast on the 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st of September. The reason that you guys joined this company was to create more income and have more time to travel with your family and friends. The only way you're going to do that better is you've got to hook into all the trainings and bring your teams there. So again, thanks for your time, guys. Get back to the person that referred you, and Good luck with everything. I hope to see you on the beaches of the world. My name is Lou, and I'll speak to you again.